traffic intersection at Abepa Junction in Kumasi, steel fabricator Philip Mensah Agbalo reviews and admires his works. He has, for 32 years, been making racks for hairdressers, supermarkets and traders. In 2014, Philip switched to another line of business in the wake of cholera outbreak.
Cholera by no any creative basket now.
We've been in the business since the outbreak of cholera. We created stands for the buckets, which helped in the fight against the infection.
Philip recalls demand dropped after the epidemic.
Purchases reduced, and with time, nobody really asked of it again. I saw that those at the schools weren't catered for properly.
Business saw a leap again with the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. This time round, Philip added another touch to the stands: soap tray and toilet roll holder.
Another formula by first.
We added a bit of creativity to our work for easy sanitation and sold the Veronica bucket in addition to the stands. We added the soup tray and tea roll holders to make it comfortable for people.
Philip, who is a zonal chairman of the National Association of Garages, had little or no idea about Veronica buckets. Sudden and widespread demand for it saw him begin to look that way.
Mostly, clients would buy the stand and buy the bucket elsewhere. With the knowledge I have, I've decided to start making the bucket.
Philip recorded good returns. However, even before COVID-19 is over, there is a dip in business.
They weren't purchasing as they used to.
At the Kumasi Central Market, Nanantriwa Papua sells plastic buckets. She could sell 40 a day in the early days of confirmed cases of COVID-19. But the situation has changed.
Within this COVID-19 period, business has been good. Before and after the lockdown, individuals and groups bought in bulk. Business was good, but for some days now, the reverse is the case.
Omar Tapsoba is a retailer at Alaba. He has been in the business for 16 years with similar stories to tell.
With this COVID-19 period, business has been good. Initially, we could sell 2,000 cedis worth a day. But now, we sell 500 or 600 cedis.
Faisal Razak, a retailer at Alaba, wouldn't agree less.
For the first week, we were able to sell more than 1,000 pieces. For the first day, from that week going, from Monday onwards, we were selling 500, 600, 700. For now, at least you can even put the bucket down. You will not even sell more than 2 or 3 for a day. Minimum contract. After
the lockdown, people called for bulk purchase. Individuals and the government started contracting people for the Veronica buckets for donations. So people had it in mind that government is distributing it for free, so they wouldn't come and purchase.
Na abeton krofo agirimu se aban de ade na echiche ntino ono kra na ka ese nke ono wo sika kra na eso bepe bikosi ni hono na ono so o twen.
Veronica buckets can't be complete without a tap. Demand for them went high. Manufacturers had to find anything sort of a tap to make a Veronica bucket.
Let's say if you buy this tap alone costs 20 cedis. You buy the bucket for 7 cedis. The person who's going to fix for you will charge you, let's say, 5 cedis. But at least we are selling it for almost 35 cedis or 37 cedis. At least it's normal. And if you use the BS1010 taps for this same bucket, at least the BS1010 only costs almost 25 cedis to 30 cedis. As compared to if you add a bucket to it, and the person who is going to fix it for you will also charge, let's say, 5 cedis. So almost, let's say, it will always cost like 42 to 43 cedis. When I started doing the Veronica bucket, I was using only the BS1010 taps. Now, I'm short of supply of that taps. So due to that, people were still asking for the bucket. So I have to try to get another tap to also do it for them. So people were complaining that the tap is not good as compared to the BS1010.
Taps became expensive due to the demand, so it made the whole thing very expensive.
As time goes on, let me say, lucky tap.
We use plastic tap for our Veronica bucket, but we no longer get them.
Veronica bucket, but as time goes on,
Nigeria closed her border in August 2019 to prevent smuggling of drugs, small arms and agricultural products. Unfortunately, prediction by analysts of a reopening has so far failed. Chairman of Nigerian importers at Edum in Kumasi, Isaiah Chima, attributes the tap price hike to events in Africa's largest economy.
Bringing it into Ghana now is not that common like before. Again, the duty also has been increased at the port. So they increased the duty. Because of this, when you import from Nigeria or even from China, if you add up the importation costs and the duty, definitely you'll try to make something out of it. Other than that, you lose your capital.
Ebenezer Obudai is a retail shop operator at Edum.
With closure of the borders, Nigerians who used to bring the goods at affordable price aren't bringing it anymore. So those of us who have increased the price.
Hand washing is gradually becoming part of us. But what are we supposed to do to keep the tradition?
Washing of hands should not be a thing of the past. Government must make sure all institutions adhere to the strict rules of washing, which must begin from the basic to higher institutions.
Basic crèche.
He backs calls for equipping our technical and vocational institutions to enhance training, if that will happen.
This is the time for most of our technical institutions to create such products. The tap is not anything difficult to manufacture. We can't always depend on the Europeans.
Tap is small thing. Trade be no room. Into when you are there, be to be formed now. Okay, a bit me a be.
It has therefore become imperative education on effective hand washing, beginning from basic schools to higher institutions. Government will also have the role to play by making water and Veronica buckets available and affordable. These could be long-term measures for ensuring protection against infectious diseases like COVID-19. For JoyNews, Barakisu Mohammed.